That's better. That's better. Hey, whenever you want to go, man, let me know and I'll piss off. G'day, this is Adam VA from AVA Magnetic Levitation Australia, and I hope you enjoy watching the latest instalment of Mighty Micro RC car mods. The cars that featured in the video are these three here. I'll just go over them a little bit, but before I get started I'd just like to say a special thank you to Adam and the staff at RC Garage Baronia or rc.com online for basically all the help and assistance with these vehicles and the project. None of it would have been possible without them. So this is the car that featured a little bit at the end of the video. It's something I'm still sort of working on. I didn't do a lot to this car, just to show how easy it is to get some pretty crazy performance out of them. All I really did to this car is remove the battery and put in 160 mAh nanotech, and took out the standard motor and put in a 8.5 by 20 coreless brush motor with a 9-tooth pinion. And basically I haven't done any other changes to the car. Obviously with that much power I'm going to have to. It's a little uncontrollable, so I'm going to have to shore it up a little bit here and there. But yeah, definitely a great deal of fun. One of the other cars that you saw would have been the twin drive. Now one night I was sitting up, it was late and I was a bit bored and I wanted to make a drag car. So I thought the best way to start is to basically just put twice the power in a car. So the way I did that was to basically leave the standard motor in there, put a second motor on top. I put a ball bearing rear end in there because you get about 400 to 500 RPMs back at the rear wheels from the reduced friction. Also you get a bit more takeoff. And I put a little harness on there, electrical harness I made up to run both the motors in parallel. So it's really good over 5 to 10 meters. It's more of, like I said, more of just a drag car for a bit of fun. Its top speed worked out to be about 23.5 kilometers an hour after modifications. And this one, for a long time, was my favourite car. It's basically got a 180 milliamp hour battery in there, and runs hollow carbon fibre ball bearing rear end. Also runs a bigger motor. This is a second-hand motor that was donated after being in a helicopter for over 2 years, and I've run it through about 20 to 30 charge cycles in the car. It's just starting to show signs of age now, but yeah, it's slightly bigger motor, E-Flight, you know, 8.5 by 23 is a little bigger than standard or common, and definitely has a little bit more bottom end torque as a result. And yeah, this is the car that did the wheel stands on carpet at the very start of the video. And the other car that I'll show you now, which didn't feature in the video that I'm working on, is going to be a high-speed project. And if you can see, the body kit's a little bit lower on this one. For high speed, it's best to have everything in the car's centre of gravity as low as possible. So I've not really just lowered the body kit or anything like that. I've actually lowered the car. And the way I did that was by flipping over the front end, having to raise the servo to accommodate the different height in the steering arm, and then I basically put in this bar to lock out the rear suspension. So yeah, basically the car ends up lower. So basically everything's so much lower in the centre of gravity. It doesn't tend to flip over on carpet as easily when it grabs on. So that's the mini races, the atomic races that I like so much. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please subscribe, share, spread, send me comments, ideas, send me cars that don't work anymore, or send me brand new cars. I'll use them for parts of projects, or do a video with the mildly modified. Next video I'll do will be sort of in between video where I show how to do a battery swap of one of these cars, which you can apply to most cars of this sort of style and size. I've found by changing the battery from standard, just that modification alone will give you a little more top end, a lot more acceleration. So yeah, there'll be a video out within a week showing that. And then the next video I'll do, which should be 2 weeks from now, will be the World's Fastest Bolt Project Part 2, which currently I've filmed a bit for, but I'd like to try and get a little bit more footage of the car going a little bit faster, and also try and get a little bit of speed testing of top speed, so we actually know how fast we're going properly. It's hard to do that sort of testing without a radar gun. Obviously I've got to do it over distances with cameras set up and such. So I hope to show that in the next video that I do. That's about it. As I said before, if you like what you see, I need support from the public, and sometimes that support can be in the form of just a good idea. So feel free to comment, and I hope to see you around in the next video. Thanks for your time, and Adam out.